Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I was thinking of some micro SaaS idea which I can build in the next month or so, and I just found an idea that I'm really excited about, and I wanted to start building this. So let me just give you an example of like an overview of what the idea looks like. So, as you know, right now, the thing that I see the most on YouTube is podcasts. Like every other day, I'm just listening to random podcasts. And as you all know, podcasters spend hours clipping their content. So basically, they shoot this whole 60-minute, 90-minute videos, and then they do make these clips, right? And usually they spend hours doing this or they don't clip at all, so this results in like really good content not being discovered, right? Because there are lots of shorts, a lot of these vertical videos that you can put on Instagram, you can put on TikTok, you can put on YouTube, which isn't happening. So I wanted to build like a micro SaaS which solves this. So, and I'm documenting the entire journey. What the microsas would do would like, so the user uploads like a 60-minute, 90-minute video, and then it finds the right moments and it clips it, and basically the user gets like usable clips, right, which they can directly upload to any platform that they like. So the idea is simple. It's a podcast to clips agent. There is no editing software, no complicated AI settings. Um, you upload one video and you get like 3 to 5 vertical social media ready clips. So this is what my MVP V1 looks like. Now the important part is what I'm not building, right? Because this is a micro SaaS idea. I want to test out how it works, and I want to test out if anybody would even pay for this, right? So in my first version, there would not be any AI. Like, I mean, obviously in future versions, I would want something that automatically detects the good parts of the video and is able to make social media relevant um, clips, right? But right now it's going to be all manual, it's going to be done by me. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. But right now for version 1, there's not going to be any AI. There's also no instant checkout. So my vision is that I would have the backend ready somewhat, where I would store the video and where I would store the clips and all of that. But I would not have any payment on the website right now. Like, it would be a personal email that I would send to the users where they would pay me, but there would not be anything on the app, on the website. There would not be any subscription, so there would be no incentive for anybody coming back again and doing it. There would After a point, I would want to introduce some kind of subscriptions, right, where the user pays for like a month and gets like 4 videos or 5 videos out of that subscription. But right now, no, not really. And there would also be no user history, which means that the user would not know if it worked. I mean, the previous videos and the previous clips would not be available to them. I'm just trying to test out the idea and see if anybody would even pay for this, right? So that's the idea. It's going to be really cheap for now. I have not decided on the price yet, but yeah, it's going to be really cheap. And I just want to test if people are even like, I want to see what kind of clips people are happy with and what they really like and that kind of stuff. Um, so let me just show you how the UI would look like. I'm imagining something like this, just a basic one pager website. It would have an email, it would have a YouTube link, so the user can like just give the YouTube link of the video from which I can download the video, or an upload video button where the user actually uploads the video, right? And it directly gets stored into our GCP bucket. I mean, the tech stack that I'm thinking of is, on the front end would just be a React website, right? And on the back end, we would have a Node.js TypeScript based server. Um, I mean, Node.js TypeScript based service, and we would use GCP for storage. And I was thinking of using Superbase as the free database available option. So yeah, and basically once the user uploads the video, there would be a message here which would say that we are processing your request, and you will receive an email within 1 or 2 hours. And then on that email, I would ask the user to make the payment, and if the payment goes through, we would start working on the clips. So let's see how this works. I mean, I'm more interested in making sure I've built the whole thing, and then how do I acquire the first 5 users? Like that's going to be really challenging because I've never done anything that's, I mean, I've worked on projects, but I've not worked on something completely myself, right, where people are paying for things. So that's going to be interesting. Let's see how this works out. I'm giving myself like about a week to build this. I know it's not that complicated and it should be done in lesser time than that, but yeah, just for safety purposes, I'm giving myself a week to figure things out. There would not be any login. There'll just be an email from which we recognize the user, and everything is manual. So like I would be once I get anybody who is paying or who is sending that YouTube link, I would be the one who would be actually cutting the clips manually using some of the editing softwares that are already available. And the idea is to hopefully get some real users, real payments. And the whole concept is, if I can't sell it manually, then automation is also not going to save it, right? Like if things don't happen in manual, like if it's not a product that people need, how is it going to work with automation as well? So yeah. And I mean, obviously the question arises that why build in public, right? So I'm doing this publicly for 2 reasons. First is I'm really bad in completing things. Like I start a million projects and I never complete them. So for number one is to stay accountable. I want to be sure that you see this video, and you are able to like see my journey through it. And I know a lot of people are really scared about building stuff, right? Like they're very scared about how things turn out, and like I'm really really scared. uh, not like not just for the success of it, but also for like, I mean, like what does it really look like, right? Like what does go into this, like to just understand how it works. Like that's really important to me. So I'm just not going to show you the success stories, but I'm also going to show you if anything fails and how bad does it get, and am I really earning anything. So everything, all of it would be visible. So that's why I feel like building in public would be really helpful to me as well as to everybody else who is watching these videos. So, lastly, if you are a podcaster or a long form creator and you want early access to this, drop a comment or reach out. And for everybody else who's just watching to understand how a macro SaaS gets built and how I'm going about building this, I would love to get some of your inputs, and I would love for you to watch this series till the very end. Next video, I'll be designing the UI and like doing the first bit of it, creating the repository, and just building like the React website for it. And then hopefully, yeah, I will work on the back end and connect both those two. Yeah, so thank you so much for listening to me ramble about this project till now, and hopefully we'll build something of it together. So yeah, let's build. Thank you.